Hey, welcome back. It's a terrific Tuesday edition of Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco, and it is a terrific day, no matter what day of the week it is, when we are joined in studio by our good friend and world-renowned patriotic artist, Scott Lobaido. Scott, thanks for being here with us again. You're the man. And you have been on a one-man, all-out mission to inform the world of what a terrible mayor we have here in New York. And now you've built upon that by showing everybody that there are artists out there who want Trump to win in 2020. I think we have some photos and some videos of your newest display.
Wow.
It's the Trump 2020, which is traveling around New York City to all places, like some certain actor who owns a restaurant and a townhouse here in New York, and de Blasio and City Hall. Tell us, I mean, this is an unbelievable piece of art, but tell us what keeps inspiring you to do these great things for our country.
Every single minute of every day, whether it's the crazy news network or the rest of the MSN, you know, every day it's, I hate Trump, we hate Trump, the recession is coming, the scare tactics, it's every day. And here we are in one of the most liberal cities. I'm an artist. This is my city. My people have been here for 110 years. This is my city. And this is my street. These are my streets. And as an artist, I will take my artwork to the streets. What does art do, Frank? It provokes emotion. And let me tell you something. Did I provoke emotion yesterday?
Well, artistically, it's a fascinating piece. As people could see, it has Trump as if he's a bodybuilder with his arms out, and then it has Trump 2020. Tell us, what is this? It doesn't look like paint. What exactly is this?
I used to do all of this stuff by hand back in the day when I was first.
The Stone Age, yes.
Yeah, you're back in the Stone Age. But now I'm so busy, so much is going on. I have this artwork. I do the artwork, and then I had to print it up on these big banners. But of course, the artistic license that I am allowed to have as an artist, Trump, maybe he's not that big.
So you drove that around Manhattan yesterday?
Yes. Well, the guy who owns the billboard company, he was a driver, I was a passenger. We had a security car behind us, and we drove it throughout the city, and it was not well received.
Tell us for the reaction.
Give us some, of the places you stopped with it.
Please, the best. I drove around Alec Baldwin's residence.
Oh, boy.
Excellent.
Which is great. And, you know, the people that lived there, he wasn't there. But the people that lived there did not want me.
Not happy.
In their neighborhood. They did not want me there. But the best was when I drove up to, I mean, we were everywhere. We went to City Hall. We went through Times Square. Stopped in front of New York Times. It was fun. We stopped right in front of New York Times, about 15 minutes in front of Trump Tower. That was great. The detectives came out. They were taking pictures. But when I went up in front of Tribeca Grill, which is, you know, Mr. De Niro's hangout restaurant, it was amazing what the people. One woman said, "Get the F out of this! You don't belong here. This is not your. This is not what it was." She was out of her. Foam was coming out of her mouth, and my guys in the car got out. And I was like, "It's all right. This old lady's not going to beat me up." But it was just. She could have. I mean, she might have bit me, but it was just amazing that how people, you know, can take New York City, which it is New York City. This is the capital of the world, and you know what goes on in the city. What craziness!
All too well, my friend.
Whether it's just art or just crazy people walking around juggling, you know, dead kittens. It's New York City. So for them to not tolerate, you know, my creative expression was amazing.
Well, that's what I don't understand is, look, I get why people don't like Trump. Maybe you disagree with his politics, or maybe you disagree with his tactics, even if you like his politics. But I don't understand why you would get so upset about an art installation promoting Trump. My suggestion, just for people like that don't like Tucker Carlson or Bill Maher or Rachel Maddow or whatever, if you don't like Donald Trump, don't vote for him. Why do you need to boo and hiss and throw food at a Trump art installation?
They did throw some food at it. You know, they got to have power wash.
What kind of food was it?
It was a plate of food. We didn't know until after we had to pull over and we cleaned it up.
Was it from Tribeca Grill? Because that's pretty good food.
No, it wasn't. It was down by in the other side. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of NYU students.
From a falafel stand?
We walked out. It could have been. We just cleaned it up. But again, listen, I'm provoking. If there was a Hillary Clinton billboard like this driving in my neighborhood, I'd probably give the finger, but I would also kind of chuckle. And there were some people, I must admit, that
might throw a hot dog at it.
did not like Trump, who thought it was pretty clever.
Well, I'll tell you, my favorite panhandler that I pass every day in the Wall Street area is a guy dressed as Donald Trump, and he's got a bucket set up and a big sign that says Mexican Wall Fund. Now, this is a total shot at Trump, and it's hysterical.
Listen,
every time I walk by this guy,
marketing.
I give this guy a big thumbs up because it's hysterical.
He's funny.
I
He's
love
funny.
it.
You know the guy? You've seen him?
Of course, he lays in front of the garbage cans, in front of the
He has a
United
great
Federation
PR
of
person.
Teachers
Right.
building.
Telling you, he's a great PR person.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that guy lays in the street all day, sweltering heat, with a suit and tie on, and a full rubber mask, and he has a cup. He lays there like this, and he has a cup in front of him, a little thing. It says Mexican Wall Fund, and there's always money in the cup.
It's true. He's doing
There's
great.
always money in
So
there.
Scott, let's get serious here, right? So you have been active in different causes. Art causes, patriotic causes, political causes, opposing political correctness. You've been featured on TV. You've been featured on radio. You've been a sort of a columnist or a contributor to the New York Post. You've been written about in newspapers and featured on TV shows all over the country. There's no better New Yorker than you. And for the 20% of the city that actually voted for Trump and the 30% of the city that voted for somebody other than de Blasio, I don't think there's a better champion. If you had to pick an Al Sharpton for the outer borough white ethnics, it would be you. So I saw you on social media recently put out the idea of maybe running for mayor. Now, we're only 2 years away from the mayor's race. That's nothing in politics, as you know. What are the chances that you might actually run for mayor?
Look who is the mayor. Listen, one of the greatest things about, if I did run, what the hell do you know, Scott, about, running the city? What does he know? I'm a New Yorker. Listen to my voice. Listen to my accent. That's what we're losing here. When people come from they move here from Quebec or Missouri, and they move uptown and they're here for 6 months. They walk around. I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker.
Right.
And I'm a very passionate man. You know what I did today at McDonald's? I do what I do all the time in the city. I spent a couple of $100 on McDonald's gift cards. That's what I give to homeless people. I don't give them money. They want, give me money for food. I'm a compassionate man, although the left doesn't want me to be. That's why the art world hates me most of all, is because I'm a compassionate conservative. So anyway, I think I could win. How could I not?
Well,
look who the mayor is now.
For starters,
LaGuardia. He was like a real New Yorker, a short Italian guy. With chutzpah.
Well, so when LaGuardia was in Congress, for instance, he actually resigned to go fight in World War I and drop bombs over Italy, his ancestral homeland, right? So show me a politician on the public stage today, with the possible exception of Tulsi Gabbard, that would do the same thing. I don't think there is one.
All right. Well, apparently that's all the time we have in this segment. And, Scott Lobaido is always here for us. He's always there for you, bringing up that other point of view. And the guy goes by his own name, Scott Lobaido, unlike our current mayor who goes by the name Bill de Blasio. But his real name is Warren Wilhelm. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.